7:15 p.m. And please remember, the river is very high on the south side of the complex. Please keep all children and adults and everybody away from the river.
Welcome to 3A State Softball. I'm Lachelle Moss bringing you the game today between the Canyon View Falcons and the North Sanpete Hawks. Canyon View will be the designated home team as they are coming as the number 2 seed, and North Sanpete will be the designated visiting team as they come in as the number 3. So it should be a great matchup between the number 2 and number 3 seeds in the RPI. Yesterday, North Sanpete defeated Union to make it to this game 9-5, and Canyon View defeated Morgan 6-4. And the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of Grantsville and Carbon at 3 p.m. today. So we're looking forward to a great game. For the Falcons, they will have in the circle today, they will have Peyton Lister, Cameron Allen behind the plate, Avery Trujillo on first, Gracie Bird at second. At short will be Jada Gleave, Ellie John at third. Out in left, Maylee Spencer, Madison Fuller in center, and Kaylee Quintanilla will round out it in right. For the North Sanpete Hawks, they will start out with Katie Cook, their catcher. Cook is a senior batting .400 on the season with 14 RBIs. And we are ready to start. And here's the pitch from Lister. That one in the dirt, ball.
Doing the catching, number 11, Katie Cook.
We saw Lister pitch yesterday for the Falcons in relief for John, and she did a great job. And that will be a hit by pitch, so Katie Cook finds herself on first base. We'll see if what she can do on the bases, as it looks like they will have a speed up as she's the catcher. So number 21. Not sure, we do not have her number. Oh, Eliason, so the freshman will come in to run. Bree Allred will step to the plate. She plays second base for the Hawks, and there's a called strike one. Here's the pitch from Lister. Here's the bunt shown. Does it cast the outside corner? It does not, so ball one. North Sanpete's only softball state championship came back in 1994, so they are looking and are hungry for another one. And there's called strike two. Here's the pitch from Lister. That one swung on hard. It's going to find a hole, and that will send Eliason to third. Here's the throw. It's not in time, as Eliason is on third, and Allred standing on second with a single. That was a very aggressive base running by the freshman Eliason as she came in to run for Cook. And here's the pitch to Stedman. That one inside, ball one. Stedman plays left field, and she's a junior batting over .400. That one's called strike one. So no outs, 2 runners on for the Hawks. And there's a pitch, swung on, foul, strike two. 1-2 the count. And Stedman leads the Hawks in stolen bases with 7 on the season. Oh, a little off speed, doesn't quite make it to the plate, ball two. Allen slept up on the outside, and it gets her for the first strikeout of the game as Stedman goes down looking. That will bring up the right fielder, Lucy Oldroyd. Oldroyd's a senior, batting .372 on the season. Here's the pitch. That one, another called strike one, gets that outside corner. And Lister doing a great job finding those outside corners for the Falcons. That one inside, ball one. Here's the pitch from Lister. That one swung on foul. Strike two. It is the bottom of the top of the first inning, as that one hit right back to the pitcher, but it's going to go off her glove, so an error will score a run, and Oldroyd will find herself on first. Bree Allred moves over to second, so Hawks take an early 1-0 lead, and that brings up Dally Bailey. Bailey's a junior, batting .274. She has 25 RBIs on the season. And there's the pitch from Lister. That one swung on, fouled off. Strike one. Lister steps on the mound. There's a pitch inside. That one does not get her, and they're going to try to get the runner, and they got her in a pickle. Will they get her? And they do, so tag out at the home plate as John and Allen had her in the pickle, and they are able to tag out Bree Allred as she tries to go to home. That will bring Lucy Oldroyd will move over to third with Bailey still at the plate. Lister steps in. She's there to be a hard swung fly. What a great play by Burt as she fields that cleanly for the third out of the inning. We'll be back with the bottom of one.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery, and sushi made fresh every day. Get all this with hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's two 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt-hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom in partnership with KSL Sports. And it is 1-0 with the Hawks lead. And here's Jada Gleave as she steps up to the plate. Gleave hits .460 for the Falcons with 14 RBIs on the season. That one swung on. It's going to be a pop-up. Should be an easy play for the shortstop, and she does. She goes back and then got caught in the sun, but makes the play. And that was Dally Bailey as she comes up with a big catch for the Hawks. That brings up number 3, Kaylee Quintanilla. Quintanilla batting .392 And she has 28 RBIs on the season, so a big hitter for the Falcons. And here's the pitch. That one high, ball 1. In the circle for the Hawks is Caitlin Johnson. Behind the plate is Katie Cook. At first, Indigo North. Second, Bree Allred. Short, Dally Bailey. And Tyler Joe is at third. That is a called strike. So 1-1 the count. Out in the outfield, we have Madison Stedman in left. Center, Emily Straight. And out in right is Lucy Oldroyd. And that one's a hard hit ball. That's going to go past the second baseman for a base hit for Kaylee Quintanilla as she gets herself on first and she leads her team in stolen bases.
Now batting to the pitching, number 6, Peyton Lister.
Peyton Lister will step in, the pitcher. That one just a little low, ball 1. Lister hitting over 550, so a monster hitter with 30 RBIs on the season. So this would be a great batter for Johnson to sit down, as that's a called strike 1. So 1 out for the Hawks, 1 runner on. Great off-speed pitch by Johnson as Lister watches that one go by. 1-2 the count. Oh, great pitch by Johnson. She tries to jam her up high and inside, but Lister doesn't bite. 2-2 the count. So each of these teams with 1 softball state championship. Canyon View is coming back in 2006. North Sanpete in 1994. So both these teams hungry to add 1 for 2023. Here's Johnson's pitch. That one swung on hard by Lister, and that one foul. Count still 2-2. And Johnson steps on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 for Johnson. And that is out in number 2 as she gets Peyton Lister. That will bring up number 33, Cameron Allen. Allen bats .540 with 40 RBIs on the season. So she's looking to bring in Quintanilla on first. That one catches that inside corner, strike 1. Shout out to all the Ortons and the Allens watching Cameron as she tries to take her team to a state championship game. That one in the dirt. That will get away from Cook, and Quintanilla will make her way to second. She's now in scoring position as the Hawks have that 1-0 lead. And here's the pitch. That one swung hard by Cameron. It's going to be over the glove of the third baseman, and they will hold Quintanilla at third as Cameron gets herself a single. That was a hard hit ball that just kind of bounced over the glove. I think she might have got her glove on it. That was the third baseman, Tyler Joe, but just couldn't quite grab it. So there will be a speed up courtesy runner for Allen. Number 7, Maya Nichols will come in to run for her. And that brings up Ellie John. John batting .471, so some big hitters for the Falcons. That's a called strike 1 as Nichols makes her way safely down to second. And here's the pitch. That one high outside, ball 1. John, a sophomore for the Falcons. And that swung on. That one will be foul, so strike two. Johnson, a junior pitcher for the Hawks. And here's the pitch from Johnson. That one's going to be a high pop-up. It stays in play, but nobody able to get it. So 1 run will score, and 2 runs scores for the Falcons as nobody for the Hawks went and got the ball, and that is a costly error for the Hawks. Heads up play by Maya Nichols running for Cameron Allen as nobody was at home plate, as nobody went and got the ball. So 2 runs will score on the error. John over on second in scoring position herself. That brings up number 5, Madison Fuller. Fuller batting .485, so another just big hitter for Canyon View. That one looks good, is good. Strike one. And here's the pitch. That swung on to the shortstop. She bobbles it, and all runners are safe as John moves over to third and Madison Fuller at first. So errors are just plaguing the Hawks. Need to get out of this inning with 2 outs. That brings up the first baseman, Avery Trujillo. She's bats .333. That one's called strike one. Here's a pitch from Johnson. That one high and outside, ball one. We want to thank some of our sponsors, Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealers, Utah Community Credit Union, and Intermountain Power Service Corporation. Those, along with others, have helped bring up this broadcast of 2A and 3A state softball. That one is a ball. As well as Central Valley Medical Center, Nephi, Sunrise Engineering, Sanpete, Stilla, Moroni, Beaver Valley Hospital. And here's the pitch from Johnson. That one swung on high, fly ball. Can someone from North Sanpete get it? The center fielder comes in to make the catch, and that will end the inning, but not without damage done as the Falcons take a 2-1 lead. We'll be back.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball Championship. You're watching the Canyon View Falcons and the North Sanpete Hawks. We are in the top of the second inning as Canyon View able to take the lead 2-1. And that will bring up Tyler Joe. She plays third base for the Hawks. And she steps in. She's a senior batting .382, and that's a called strike one as Lister delivers the strike. Here's the pitch from Lister. That one's swing and a miss. Strike two. The pitcher's count for Lister as she is going to come at Tyler Joe probably. And there's the hit over to the first baseman. Fields it cleanly for out number one. And that was the first baseman, Avery, as she filled that one cleanly.
First base, number 9, Indigo.
Indigo North will come in. She plays first base for the Hawks. That one looks good, is good. Strike one. Here's the other pitch. That one an off speed. Doesn't quite make it to the catcher. Ball one. Here's the pitch for Lister. Swing and a miss. Strike two. North is a junior batting .300 for the Hawks. That one swung on. Just foul. She'll get another chance. And Indigo steps out to the plate. Here's the pitch from Lister. That one high and outside. Not a bad pitch by Lister, trying to get North to chase. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one swung and fouled off. North doing a great job keeping herself alive at the plate. Here's the pitch. That one, a changeup, doesn't do what she wanted it to do. It's high and outside. Full count. That one high and outside as well. So first walk of the game for Lister as Indigo North heads down to first base. That brings up Peyton Johnson. She's a designated player hitting for the pitcher, Caitlin Johnson. That was a big swing. But when just out of play, strike one. Johnson steps back to the plate. Swing in, jammed her up on the inside, and Lister did a good job, and so did Johnson as she was able to foul that one off. We're strike two, 0-2 the count with one runner on. Here's the pitch. That one swung on high, fly ball. It's going to drop in left center, and here comes the runner. She's going to go to third, and they will hold her at third. So a big hit by Johnson. She gets a stand-up double to start things off with the hit in the second inning for the Hawks. That will bring up number 4, Emily Strait, the center fielder.
Playing center field, number 4, Emily Strait.
That one inside, ball one. 2-1, still our score, but 2 runners in scoring position. That one fouled off, fouled back. Strike one. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And she gets that one. Strike two. 1-2 the count. Here's Lister. That one just missed. Ball 2. Some of our other sponsors: Nephi Federal Credit Union, Beaver Medical Clinic, Barney Trucking, Honey's Marketplace in Kanab, and Jones and DeMille Engineering. And we want to thank all of those sponsors for bringing you 2A and 3A state softball on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom in partnership with KSL Sports. And Straight able to foul that one off, so the count is still 2-2. That one outside, ball 3, full count. So North sits on third, Johnson on second. And here's the pitch. That one swung to the third baseman, and they are going to get the tag out at home. So heads up play by Johnson, as North was fully committed to going to third, to going home, and smart play by John. So Johnson will move to third. Emily Straight gets a fielder's choice. That brings up the top of the order. Katie Cook, the catcher. She was hit by a pitch, her first at bat. Strike one to Cook. And here's the pitch from Lister. That one swung on hard by Cook. That one fouled back. 0-2, the count to Cook. Two down for the Falcons. And here's the pitch. That one swung on. It's going to find the grass. Scores one. It's going to score two, as Katie Cook has the big double for the North Sanpete Hawks, and they take the lead 3-2 over the Falcons. I'm guessing that was probably a hit and run call from the North Sanpete coach, as Cook was swinging on that one, and their runner was running from first no matter what. So now a runner in scoring position for Bree Allred, who had a single in the first. Canyon View coach will come out to talk to her team. Canyon View has not had any errors, just some big hits by the Hawks. Allred already with the single in the first, with 2 outs. And there's the pitch, strike one. So 3-2 lead for the Hawks. That one, another strike. And here's the pitch. That one swung on. Can the shortstop field it? She does cleanly. And there's the third out of the inning, but not without damage done, as the Hawks take a 3-2 lead over the Canyon View Falcons.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com. Beaver Valley Hospital continues to offer high-quality health care at the state's lowest price. Beaver Valley Hospital has state-of-the-art laboratory and radiology services, including cutting-edge X-ray and 3D ultrasound. The hospital also provides expanded surgical procedures for orthopedics and laparoscopic hysterectomy. Remodeled patient rooms and long-term care facilities combine with compassionate staff to provide our patients a comfortable and healing environment. Beaver Valley Hospital is a proud community supporter and is pleased to sponsor Beaver High School.
Welcome back to 3A State Championship Softball. The game between the Canyon Falcons and the North Sanpete Hawks. North Sanpete took back the lead in the top of the second. That will bring up number 14, Gracie Burt, the second baseman for the Falcons. That one swung on hard. It's right. It's going to go over the left fielder's head, and Burt's coming around to second, and she will get herself a stand-up double to start off the bottom of the second inning. There have been some big hits from both teams so far early in this game. That brings up number 19, Sage Hancock, the designated player. And the umpire called a no pitch as we're waiting for the third base umpire to get over there. And here's the pitch. That one high, ball one. Johnson's already thrown 27 pitches so far through 1 inning, 1.5. That one outside, ball two. Hancock sets. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one in for a called strike one. Great pitch by Johnson. Oh, just inside for Johnson. That was a pretty pitch. Looked good. 3-1 the count to Hancock. Hancock batting for 29 on the season, but she earns herself a walk, so 2 runners on. That brings up the top of the order, Jada Gleave, as she flew out to the shortstop, her first at bat.
Shortstop, number 32, Jada Gleave.
And here's the pitch from Johnson to Gleave. That one does catch that inside corner, strike one. No outs for the Hawks. That one swung on by Johnson. Fielded cleanly by the shortstop. They will get the lead runner out as Bailey makes a smart play and goes to third base. For out number 1.
Playing right field, number 3, Kaylee Quintanilla.
Kaylee Quintanilla will be up for the Falcons. She had a single her first at bat. She squares to bunt. That one is foul. Strike one. Quintanilla takes a sign from the dugout. Runners on first and second for the Falcons. Here's the pitch. She bunts that one again, and that one's going to go into no man's land. So Quintanilla does her job, lays down the bunt, advances the runners, and gets safe herself. And that will bring up Peyton Lister. She struck out her first at bat, but she is a big hitter for the Falcons. Bases loaded for the Falcons. Here's the pitch. That one catches that outside corner, strike one. 1 out for the Hawks. That one just outside, ball one. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That catches that inside corner, strike two. So Hawks looking to hold the Falcons, go to the force out at home, so no one will score if it's an infield hit. That one swung on hard by Lister, just foul. That one would have scored probably two runs, as Lister has a big swing. Here's the pitch. Oh, got her looking with a sweet off-speed pitch. Johnson doing a good job in the circle for the Hawks. That's a big out number 2. That brings up number 33, Cameron Allen. She had a single her first at bat. She's looking to bring her teammates home. Johnson looking to sit her down. That one swung on a pop-up. We'll see if someone can track it down, and they do not. So 1 run scores 2. So an errors once again plaguing the North Sanpete Hawks, as 2 runs will come in for the Falcons as they take the 4-3 lead. That brought in Hancock and Glebe. Quintanilla moves to third, and then there will be a courtesy runner for Allen.
Playing third base, number 17, Ellie John.
That brings up Ellie John. She reached on an error her first at bat, and there's a swung on to the right fielder. Can she track it down? And she does, so that will end the inning. But the Falcons have come back and taken the 4-3 lead. We'll be back with top of 3 action.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Welcome back to 3A State Championship Softball. It is the North Sanpete Hawks and the CanUU Falcons. I'm Michelle Moss bringing you this game, and this has been a back-and-forth game. 1-run lead for the Falcons, as that brings up number 25, Madison Stedman, the left fielder. She had a strikeout her first appearance against Lister. And here's the pitch from Lister. That one is a inside pitch, ball 1. Big hits by the Hawks and then errors by them have made them back and forth, but both teams pretty evenly matched. I think we're in for a barn burner game here today. Winner will face the winner of Grantsville and Carbon. We'll get a score update on that one. That one swung hard, fouled off. Strike 1, count 2-1. And here's the pitch from Lister. That one does not catch the inside corner, so ball 3, 3-1 the count. Lister with the pitch. That one is in the dirt. Ball 4. So Stedman gets herself on base. That's the second walk of the game for Lister.
Right field, number 22, Lucy Oldroyd.
Lucy Oldroyd, the right fielder, will come in to hit. That one is in for strike one. We also have two 2A games. We have Parowan and Enterprise and San Juan and Duchesne. And that's a big swing. That one is over the fence for Oldroyd, a two-shot home run. And just like that, the North Sanpete Hawks have taken back the lead. It is now 5-3, as that was just a bomb hit by Oldroyd over the left field fence. So congratulations to Oldroyd on a big home run hit. This is the home run field, as yesterday on field number 2, there were at least 15 home runs hit. Don't you think, Jordan? So if you want to, you should feel lucky if you get to play on field number 2. So a walk. Costly is at instead of a 1 run, that's 2. So 5-3, 5-4, excuse me. That one's in for strike 1 to Dally Bailey. Dally is the shortstop for the Hawks. She's a junior. Pretty young team for the Hawks, as they will return a lot of players next year. Here's the pitch. That one swung on high. Can the first baseman track it down? She does. So that is out number 1 for the Falcons. For North Sanpete, they have Bree Allred, a senior, Emily Strait, a senior, Katie Cook, a senior, and Lucy Oldroyd, a senior. The rest are underclassmen. Here's the pitch from Lister. That one gets that outside corner, strike 1. This is Tyler Joe. For the Falcons, Kaylee Quintanilla is a senior, Madison Fuller, Peyton Lister, a senior, Jada Glebe, and Cameron Allen, a senior as well. That one just missed, so ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one swung on to the shortstop. She fields it cleanly over to first. Is it in time? And it is. Good stretch by Trujillo over at first for out number 2. That brings up Indigo North. She was walked her first at bat and then was thrown out at home on the play. That one off speed gets her to bite. She swung way too early. Those look like meatballs coming in. That one swung fouled back, so 0-2 the count to North. And here's the pitch. That one swung on, fouled off, so keeping herself alive. North. Another meatball. She waits on that one and is able to foul that one off out of play, so keeps herself alive at the plate. It is still 0-2 count. We'll see if Lister tries to throw another off speed or throw a fastball. That one is right back to Lister in the pitcher mound for out number 3, but big home run by Lucy Oldroyd gives the Hawks a 5-4 lead. We'll be back.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, Sanpete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday health.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care, closer to home.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. The North Sanpete Hawks lead 5-4 over the Canyon View Falcons. We are in the bottom of the third inning. That brings up the center fielder, Madison Fuller. She had reached on an error her first at bat. That one high outside, ball one. Johnson takes the sign. Here's the pitch. That one swung on by Fuller. Foul. Strike one. That was a big swing by her. And here's the pitch from Johnson to Fuller. That one high and outside. Ball two. Yesterday, I heard one of the North Sanpete girls asking how they were going to do their hair tomorrow, and they all look the same, so maybe a little bit of superstition for the Hawks, and that's a big swing by Fuller off the third baseman's leg over to the shortstop, but the throw will not come. So just a hard hit by Fuller as she earns herself a single to start off the inning. That will bring up the first baseman, Avery Trujillo. She flew out to the center fielder her first at bat. She shows the bunt, pulls back, ball one. North Sanpete was coming on that bunt, trying to move that runner into scoring position. She shows bunt again. This time she's going to lay it down. Will they get her out at first? They do. But then they tried to get the runner back on second, but just not in time. But great heads-up play as the runner was looking to move to third as nobody was covering third. But Trujillo does her job and lays down the bunt. That brings Gracie Burt to the plate. She had a double her first at bat. Here's the pitch. That one, another meatball pitch. Just a changeup. Great pitch by Johnson to start off with the batter. Strike one. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one doesn't find the inside corner. It does not. So ball one. And here's the pitch. That one swung on, fouled. So Burt, count is 1-2. She's going to pop that one, will be popped behind. Oh, what a great play by Cook as she kind of ran into the umpire. And just a great play by Cook as really nowhere for the umpire to go, and she still made the play for out number 2.
Number 19, Sage Hancock.
That brings up number 19, Sage Hancock. Runner still on second. That one in the dirt, ball 1. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one gets that inside corner. Strike 1, and Cook runs down Fuller out on second. Here's the pitch. That one swung on to the slow roller to the first baseman, fields it cleanly, and North Sanpete able to get out of that one with no runs scored. We'll be back with the top of the 4th.
This is how 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups. Plus, get a $4,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
Welcome back to 3A State Championship Softball on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom in partnership with KSL Sports. We are in the top of the 4th inning, and it is North Sanpete 5, Canyon View 4, and Peyton Johnson will come to the plate as she had a big double her first at bat. Here's the pitch. That one swung, fouled back, strike 1. Johnson being very aggressive at the plate. Oh, just missed outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one swung on to the first baseman. Does it stay fair? No, they will call it foul, so she will come back. It looked fair. It looked like the first baseman, she caught it before it went foul to me, but nonetheless, it's foul ball. That one swing and a miss, so strike out and out number 1 for the Falcons. And that is the second strikeout of the game for Lister. That brings up Emily Straight, the center fielder. That one swing and a miss. Big swing by Straight. Here's the pitch. That one swung on by Straight. Fouled off. Emily Straight. Just outside. Allen set up on the outside corner and Lister delivered, but Emily did not swing. 1-2. That one inside, ball 2. Two to the count. That one swung high, pop up. Shortstop Oh, the center fielder came in. Shortstop called her off, but the center fielder came in and made the catch. So out number 2. That brings up the top of the order, Katie Cook. She had a double her in the second inning. And then scored in the first after she was hit by a pitch. That one swung on, foul, strike 1. Enterprise leads Parowan. Duchesne leads San Juan 2-1. And Grantsville leads Carbon 1-0. So great games all around today. You can also catch 2A and 3A state baseball on teamhive.live. That one outside. Two out, 1-2 the count. That one looks good right down the pipe. Strike number 3, and that will end the inning as the Falcons go up, 3 down. We'll be back with bottom of 4.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Drs. Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, Rhett Smith, and nurse practitioners Wade Hollingshead, Lindsay Cheney, Robin Horton, and Joan Yardley. The Beaver Medical Clinic is a family practice offering affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery, and sushi made fresh every day. Get all this with hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to 3A State Championship Softball. This is the Canyon View Falcons and the North Sanpete Hawks. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hawks lead 5-4, and that brings up the top of the order for the Falcons, Jada Glebe. And that's a ball 1. That pitch in, catches that inside corner, strike 1. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one waited on to hit it to the right fielder who fields it. Sorry, catches that. That's Lucy Oldroyd out and right. She caught that one for out number 1. That brings up Kaylee Quintanilla. She's had 2 singles on the day and scored her first at bat. Scored in the first inning. That one low, ball 1. That one swung on to the shortstop who fields it cleanly. Is her throw in time? It is not, as Quintanilla is speedy. So Quintanilla reaches again. That's her 3rd time on base. That brings up Peyton Lister. She struck out her 2 last at-bats. So looking to get herself a hit. So Lister takes the sign from the coach. Here's the pitch. That one tried a little off speed, just misses, ball one. Johnson's pitch, ooh, just inside, ball two, look good. Here's the pitch from Johnson, that one ball three, 3-0 the count. Duchesne leading San Juan, 2-1 in the bottom of the third. Great games all around today. That one swung on by Lister, that one just fouled, so 3-1. Lister wants to hit, as most people wouldn't swing on a 3-0, but she wants to bring Quintanilla in and tie up the game. Here's the pitch. That one swung on. She's going to pop up. Will anybody get it? The second baseman does, and then they're easy out at second. Gets the lead runner. Well, that was an out by number 3, Bree Allred. Gets Quintanilla.
Now batting, doing the catching, number 33, Cameron Allen.
2 outs with Cameron Allen up to bat. That one a nice meatball pitch by Johnson. Strike one. She has a great changeup, Johnson does. That one swung on by Allen. A base hit for Allen. They're going to send Lister from third. Will they get her? And they do not, as the ball was juggled by the third baseman. So Allen advances the runner, and now 2 runners in scoring position for Ellie John. That was great base running by Lister. She was heading to third no matter what. And throws in time, just bobbled a little bit on third. That will bring up Ellie John. She had reached on an error and then flew out to the right fielder, her last at bat. That one swung on hard to the shortstop. She fields it cleanly over to first for the third out of the inning, so no damage done as the Hawks go into the top of the 5th inning with a 5-4 lead. We'll be back.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. Grantsville has taken a 3-0 lead over Carbon, and we are heading into the top of the 5th inning with North Sanpete leading 5-4, and that will bring up number 3, Bree Allred, to start off the inning for the Hawks. Allred is 1 for 2 on the day. Here's a pitch from Lister. That one just misses outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch from Lister. That one's a hard swung on fly ball. That's going to be deep, deep to left field, and that one is over the fence. So Bree Allred with the solo shot home run gives the Hawks a 6-4 lead, and that is the start-off hitter for the Hawks, and she makes it home. That was a great celebration by her. So congratulations to Bree Allred on that home run. The Falcons will keep Lister in the circle. As we've seen, John can pitch for the Falcons. She pitched yesterday against Morgan. And here's the pitch to Madison Stedman. That one high and outside, ball one. Stedman 0 for 1 for the day. That one swung on, fouled off. Strike one. A pitch in for a called strike one. Strike two, excuse me, 1 to the count. That one a changeup, trying to get Stedman to bite. She doesn't, so 2-2 our count. Oh, and there's a strikeout for Lister. She gets Stedman swinging for out number 1. Fourth strikeout for Peyton Lister in the game. Lucy Oldroyd, she had a home run her last at bat. Definitely don't want to give her any meatballs, as we've seen her go way deep. Strike one on Oldroyd. That one low, ball one. Oldroyd steps in. Here's the pitch from Lister. That one swung on to the right fielder. Can she track it down? And she does for out number 2. And out in right field is Kaylee Quintanilla for the second out of the inning. That will bring out the shortstop, Dally Bailey. She's 0 for 2 on the day, so looking to get herself a hit. That one catches that inside corner. Great pitch by Lister. Strike one. Does that catch it outside? It does not. So ball one, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on by Cook, and she's going to get herself a base hit as it goes in between the shortstop and the third baseman. And that's her first hit of the day, Dally Bailey. That will bring up Tyler Joe, and she is 0 for 2 on the day as well. So looking for her first hit. That one swung on. There's another base hit. So 2 straight base hit for North Sanpete. Bailey's coming from third. The throw is off, and then that will score a run as Bailey makes it on the error. The Hawks have a 3-run lead, and there's a runner on second on the base hit by Tyler Joe.
First base, number 9, Indigo North.
That will bring up Indigo North. She's 0 for 2. So we've had a home run and 2 singles in the game, or in the inning so far. That one, ball one. Here's the swing, pitch, and swing and a miss. Strike one. That one looks good. Oh, just missed outside. Ball two. Here's the pitch. That one inside. 3-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for the Hawks. Hawks being aggressive on the bases. So base hit. She's going. And there's another base hit and another run coming in. Will she score? She does. So another base hit scores a run as North Sanpete takes a 4-run lead. And it looks like we will have a substitution. Canyon View may be doing a pitching change. She's come out to talk to her team. And there will be a substitution as someone's going to come in and run for Indigo. So number 17. And we're going to have a pitching change, so we'll take a short break and be back.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. We had a pitching change by the Falcons, so Ellie John will come in to pitch. So her and Lister just traded positions. Lister now at third.
Number 1, Peyton Johnson.
Peyton Johnson will come to the plate. That one swung on. Had a pop up to the shortstop, and that will do it. But a lot of damage done as the Hawks take a 4-run lead going into the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com. Beaver Valley Hospital continues to offer high-quality health care at the state's lowest price. Beaver Valley Hospital has state-of-the-art laboratory and radiology services, including cutting-edge X-ray and 3D ultrasound. The hospital also provides expanded surgical procedures for orthopedics and laparoscopic hysterectomy. Remodeled patient rooms and long-term care facilities combine with compassionate staff to provide our patients a comfortable and healing environment. Beaver Valley Hospital is a proud community supporter and is pleased to sponsor Beaver High School.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. This is the bottom of the 5th inning as the North Sanpete Hawks are ahead 8-4. Madison Fuller will come to the plate, the center fielder. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a single in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. That one inside, ball 1. Johnson takes a call from the catcher, and here's the pitch to Fuller. That one in, swung on high, fly ball to right center, and that is a home run for Madison Fuller as she cuts into that Hawk lead, and that is the 3rd home run of the game as Madison Fuller, she goes yard for the first hit of the inning, bottom half of the inning. So 1 home run by the Falcons and 2 home runs by the Hawks. That brings up Avery Trujillo. She is 0 for 2 on the day. That one inside, ball 1. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one inside, ball 2. Here's the pitch. That one at high, so 3-0 the count to Trujillo. That one looks good, it's good, so 3-1 the count. Does that catch the inside corner? It does not, so a walk to Trujillo. Gracie Burt will come to the plate. Her first pitch is a strike. Trujillo over on first on the walk. No outs. There's a big hit by Burt. Third baseman fields it cleanly. Great play by the third baseman, Tyler Joe, as she's able to field that cleanly and make a long throw over to first. For the first out of the inning, Trujillo will move over to second. The designated player, Sage Hancock, will come. That one high outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one looks good, but just misses. Ball 2, 2-0. Johnson's pitch in. She's going to hit it to the shortstop. Fields it cleanly over to first for the first out. Here comes the double play. Do they get it? They do. So a double play by the Hawks will end the inning. And we are heading in the top of the 6th. It is 8-5. Hawks lead. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Welcome back to 3 State Softball. This is the top of the 6th inning, and the Hawks still are maintaining their 8-5 lead, as Madison Fuller had a home run her last in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ellie John comes in for relief for Peyton Lister, and that brings up the center fielder Emily Strait. That one high and inside, ball 1. Here's the pitch from John. That one swung on. Will it stay fair? It does. So a great hit by Strait. She's coming in a second. So a stand-up double for Strait to start off the inning. That was a great swing by Strait. That brings the catcher, Katie Cook. She is 1 for 2 on the day. She had a double in the second. That ball in the dirt. Allen does a good job keeping straight at second. That one swung on. There's a base hit. Will Straight score. They're sending her. Here comes the ball. The cutoff gets it not in time, and she is safe. And then Cook will score. Will move on the throw. So Katie Cook does her job, gets an RBI, and scores straight. And then there will be a courtesy runner for Cook, number 21. Not sure who she is, but number 21 will come in to run for Cook.
Playing second base, number 3, Bree Allred.
Bree Allred will come in to hit as Falcons want to talk about it. As runner in scoring position, Hawks with that 4-run lead, 9-5. We are in the 6th inning. Winner of this game will move on to play at 3 o'clock against the winner of Carbon and Grantsville. John's first pitch, ball 1. That one high, foul ball, strike 1. Here's a pitch from John. That one looks good, is good, strike 2. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch from John. That one swung on. Oh, that's off. That foul ball went far. Just keeps it fair, and that one is out of here. Allred already with a home run in the 5th inning. You do not want to give her anything she can take out. There's another foul ball. She fouls that one off, out of play. 1-2, still the count. No outs for Canyon View. That one swung on a low roll to third. She fields it. Can she get there in time? She does not. So everyone's safe as the runner advances. That ball just kind of died in the dirt. So Allred safe, and Cook moves over to third.
Playing left field, number 25, Madison Stedman.
The left fielder, Madison Stedman, 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. So she's looking for her first hit. Runners on the corners. She's going to bunt, lays that one down. There's a suicide squeeze. She's safe. The runner at third goes. Do they get the runner? They call her safe. And here comes the runner to second, and they will get her out at second. So the bunt laid down by Stedman scores Cook and moves Bree Allred to third. As gutsy play by the runner on third as she was going, and the throw was in time but could not be handled by Allen. So North Sanpete will take a 10-5 lead.
Playing right field, number 22, Lucy O'Leary.
So 1 out. Ball 1 to Oldroyd. She's taken one out today in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. That one low. Ball 2, excuse me. So the loser of this game will drop down to play Manti at 12-3. So immediately following this one, check swing. That one is a strike. So winner plays 3 p.m. on field number 1. The loser will play on this field immediately after against Manti. That one high and outside. Ball 3, 3-1. Here's the pitch from John. That one in for a called strike 2, so count is full for Oldroyd. Here's the pitch from John. That one in. She hits it to the shortstop, but a little bit bobble. So runner's safe at first, and she scores a run on the error. And Hawks will take an 11-5 lead. And Canyon View wants to talk about it. We'll take a short break and be back.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, Sanpete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. Canyon View wanted to talk about it, and that will bring the shortstop, number 19, Dally Bailey. She had a single, so she's 1 for 3 on the day in the 5th inning, and the Hawks are just keep laying on the runs, and here comes a big swing from Dally. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Just 1 out. There's a runner on second base. Here's the pitch from John. That one high. Ball. John looking to sit down Bailey. That one swung foul back. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch from John. That one's a little blooper to third. She's going to easily catch that one for out number 2. That will bring up Tyler Joe. She is 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th. Oh, great pitch by John. That off-speed caught Tyler Joe. Her head was out to center field. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. 1-1. Here's the pitch from John. Does that cast the inside corner? It does not. So ball 2. 2-1. That one swung hard by Tyler, but she hits that one foul. Straighten that one out, and that is close to being over the fence. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, runner on first. That one high and outside, so count is full. Here's the pitch. That one swung to the shortstop. She fields it cleanly. She's going to go over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So Canyon View gets themselves out, but not before the Hawks add on 3 runs. It is 11-5. We'll be back with bottom of 6.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday help.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care, closer to home.
This is how 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups. Plus, get a $4,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Welcome back to 3A State Championship softball. We are in the bottom of the sixth inning with the top of Canyon's batting order. Canyon desperately needs some runs as they trail 11-5. Jada Gleave is up as she is 0 for 3 on the day. That pitch in for ball one. Here's the pitch. That one swung on hard and foul. Strike one. So Grantsville and Carbon tied at 3. So the winner of that game will take on the winner of this game. Loser will take on Manti. Johnson's thrown over 80 pitches so far. Here's the swing and a miss. Strike two to Gleave. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, fouled back. Cleve looking to get herself on base. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That ball in the dirt. 2-2 the count. That one, as Gleave reaches for it, able to foul that one off, keeps herself alive. Gleave is the shortstop for the Falcons. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one is an off speed, but Gleave able to wait on it, and she makes it safely to first for a single to start off the bottom of the sixth inning.
Number 3, Quintanilla.
That will bring up the right fielder, Kaylee Quintanilla. She's 3 for 3 as she's had 3 singles in the game, so she's been the hot hitter for the Falcons. That one in the dirt, ball one. Cook does a good job keeping Gleave at first. Here's the pitch. That one swung on hard. She's going to hit it to the shortstop, but an errant throw, and the runner will move over to third, and she's going to go. Oh, looked like she was heading home, as being very aggressive on the base runner is Gleave. Falcons wanting an interference call, but an error should have been an easy out, and instead a runner on third and first for the Falcons. So the umpires are going to talk about whether that was a and I do not think they will call her, let her go to home on the interference. And that will bring up Peyton Lister, the third baseman. She started out pitching in the game today, and then Ellie John came in relief for her. No outs, runners on the corners. Some big hits can put Canyon View back in business. Here's the pitch. That one is inside, ball one, and Quintanilla makes it safely down to second. Here's the pitch. That one, same spot, ball two. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one in. That one dead ball, strike one. Lister looking to move those runners. Hawks looking to hold. There's a hit to the third baseman. Gets out, tries to get this out at home, but no, so Jada Glebe will score on the RBI hit from Lister. As they cut into that lead, it is now 11-6. Favor the Hawks. Quintanilla will move over to third with one out. That brings up Cameron Allen, she's had 2 for 3 on the day with 2 base hits. There's the pitch, ball one. Great off-speed pitch by Johnson. That's in there for strike one. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one in. Gets that inside corner. Strike two. 1-2 the count to Allen. Allen looking to score. Quintanilla at third. That one fouled off, so keeps herself alive. Cameron's been clutch for the Falcons. We'll see what she can do right here as Johnson looking to put her away. Here's the pitch. That one in. That one will be fouled down the right sideline. Interestingly enough, Allen's sister actually plays for Parowan. So a freshman sister plays for Parowan, and she's a senior playing for Canyon View. Parowan playing right now against Enterprise. Ooh, that one just missed. So full count to Allen. Oh, no, just 2-2, sorry. One out. That one is inside, so now the count is full. Allen takes a practice swing. Steps in, and here's Johnson's pitch. That one inside, so Allen will walk. Runners on the corner. And then there will be a courtesy runner for Allen. That brings up number 17, Ellie John. She's 0 for 3, so she's due for a hit. Runners on the corners. That one in. That one misses, and they are going to get the runner safe at home. And runner safe at second as she gets her stolen base. Trying to get that second out. A throw, the throw was there, but off the glove. So Ellie John up to bat. That one swung on, slow roller. Will they be in time? It is. Start out number 2, but moves the runner to third. And the Hawks are ahead 11-7. That brings up Madison Fuller, who had a home run her last at bat. She's 2 for 3 with a single and a home run. So a big hitter with a runner on. They're trying to cut into this lead. That one inside, ball 1. Here's a pitch from Johnson. That one high, ball 2, 2-0. Fuller up to bat. Here's her pitch. Catches that inside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count. That one high and outside. So 3-1. Hawks looking to get out of this inning and go to work at the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So now 2 runs on. That brings up Avery Trujillo. And she's 0 for 2 on the day. Hawks will come out to talk to their pitcher, give her some encouragement. And Johnson steps back into the circle, looking to get herself out of this inning. And here's Trujillo up to bat. She takes a big swing on that first pitch. Foul off. Strike 1. Johnson on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one swung on high, flat, foul ball on the left side. Strike 2, down 0-2 in the count with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. And Trujillo does a good job as Johnson trying to jam her up on the inside. She fouls that one off. And here's the pitch. That one swung on hard, just foul. That straightens out just a little bit. She's going to score 2 runs. Still down 0-2 in the count. Big pitch from Johnson right here. That one's going to be fouled off as well. So Trujillo doing a great job fouling off those, keeping herself alive at bat. And here's the pitch from Johnson. That one blooper to third. Fields it cleanly for the third out of the inning. So the Hawks are going to head into the 7th inning with that 11-7 lead. We'll be back.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Drs. Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, Rhett Smith, and nurse practitioners Wade Hollingshead, Lindsay Cheney, Robin Horton, and Joan Yardley. The Beaver Medical Clinic is a family practice offering affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
In the top of the 7th inning for North Sanpete Hawks, our first batter plays first base, number 9, Indio North.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom in partnership with KSL Sports. We are in the top of the 7th inning with Indigo North starting us off. She plays first base. She is 1 for 2 on the day. Looking to add to that lead as Canyon View will get their last at bats. John looking to get herself out of this inning and get up to bat. Strike 1 to North. You could see she wanted it but held off, and great pitch by John. There's a big swing by North, strike 2. 0-2 the count. We'll see what John will throw her ahead. That one fouled off by North. She did a good job on that off-speed pitch. John steps on the mound. And there's a big swing. And there's another home run. Indigo North starts off the top of the 7th inning with a home run for the Hawks. And they now lead 12-7. So congratulations to Indigo North. That's the 3rd home run for the Hawks today. And they knocked her down. So great job to Indigo North. So down 2-0 or 0-2 in the count, and just takes that one right out to right center. So great job by North. That will bring Peyton Johnson to the plate. She is 1 for 3 on the day with a double in the 2nd inning. That one high, ball 1. Here's the pitch from John. That one swung on high. Out to center field. Fuller goes to track it down, and she does for out number 1 for the Falcons.
Center field, number 4, Emily Strait.
The center fielder, Emily Strait, is up. She is 1 for 3 with a double in the 6th inning. That one is in the dirt, ball 1. Here's the pitch from John. That ball in, ball 2. The bats have been big for North Sanpete as 3 home runs in the game for them. Here's a big swing by Straight. That one fouled off on the left side. 1 out. Here's John's pitch to Straight. That one in high. Ball 3, 3-0 the count. 2 straight. Straight looking to get herself on as Kate. The top of the batting order is coming up. That one is high. Can they track it down? They do. So out number 2. Trujillo catches that pop up. And that will bring up the top of the order, Katie Cook.
Here's the catching number 11, Katie Cook.
Cook is 2 for 3 on the day with a double and a single. And here's the pitch from John. That ball in high, ball 1. Winner will play the winner of Grantsville and Carbon at 3 o'clock on field 1. Loser will drop down and play Manti on field number 2 immediately following this game at 12:30. And there's a strike, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch, that one high outside. 2-1. 2 outs for the Falcons, looking to get themselves out of this inning and get up to bat and go to work, as they will need to score at least 5 so far. That one, and there's another base hit by Katie Cook as she finds herself on first base. So Cook with the big bats today. She's 3 for 4. That brings Bree Allred, who already has 2 singles and a home run on the day. We'll see if she can bring Cook around. That one looks good. Strike 1. John needing her defense to step up and get this 3rd out. That one swung on, and that's going to find some grass. And there goes the runner to 3rd. The throw will not be in time, so runner goes to 3rd, and there's a base hit for Bree Allred. And that brings up Madison Stedman, and she's 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Canyon View's gonna talk about it as a team. Need 1 out to get out of this inning with 2 runners on, so they can go. Here's the pitch to Stedman. Oh, and she will be hit by a pitch, so not what you want to have happen for the Falcons, as now bases are loaded, and Lucy Oldroyd, who's already hit a home run in the game, steps up to the plate.
Number 23, Lucy Oldroyd.
Well, this is a dangerous situation for the Falcons, as you can't really afford to walk. Oldroyd will score a run, but anything she can hit could be deadly, as she could clear the bases. There's strike number 1. So here's Oldroyd's pitch. That one swung on foul back, so Oldroyd down 2-0-2. Falcons desperately need this out. Here's the pitch. That one swung on. Will it find grass? Right to the center fielder. So So the Falcons dodge a bullet there, but they are still down 12-7. We are heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be back.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery, and sushi made fresh every day. Get all this with hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's two 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
Welcome back. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. It is the North Sanpete Hawks ahead of Canyon View 12-7. That will bring up Gracie Burt. She is 1 for 3 on the day. Hawks 3 outs away for earning themselves a semifinal bid. And they will play the winner of Grantsville and Carbon. Grantsville on top. That one high and outside, ball 1. Here's Johnson's pitch. Here's the hit to the shortstop, fielded cleanly. Is the throw in time? It is. So now North Sanpete just 2 outs away from earning themselves a semifinal game. And in the last 3 years that I've been doing this, I think this is the first time North Sanpete will have went to the semifinal game in a long time. Jordan shaking your head, yes. So 2 outs away. That brings up Sage Hancock, the designated player. There's a big swing, another hit to the shortstop. This time, a little bit of a bobble, so unable to handle that one. Hancock will reach on an error, and that brings up the top of the order with Jada Glebe.
Shortstop, number 32, Jada Glebe.
And here's the pitch. That one in. Ooh, that one looked real good. But she held off. Ball 1. Johnson has a great off-speed pitch. Does she catch that outside corner? She does. So strike 1. 1-1 the count to Glebe. Glebe is 1 for 4 on the day. That one, a hard hit ball to second base. Is going to get past the second baseman out to the center fielder who gets it in quickly. But runners now on for Canyon first and second as Glebe gets a base hit.
Playing right field, number 3.
And, you know, the Hawks have a little bit of a breathing room, but we've seen these big bats can turn the games around very quickly. So North Sanpete needs to get these out. Inside pitch, ball 1. Quintanilla has got on base all 4 times. She's 3 for 4. She reached on an error her last at bat. She shows the bunt sign but doesn't go, but that is still a strike. So strike 2. Oh, excuse me, strike 1. 1-1 the count with 1 out, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. That one, a pop-up to the first baseman for out number 2. So North Sanpete just 1 out away from that semifinal game. And that brings up Peyton Lister.
Number 6, Peyton Lister.
She's 0 for 4 on the day. She did reach on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. Lister, though, a senior for the Falcons, so no one better you would want up to bat as your senior leader. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, and there's a pop-up, and that will do it. The North Sanpete Hawks have defeated the Canyon View Falcons 12-7. So congratulations to North Sanpete. They await the winner of Carbon and Grantsville and will play at 3 p.m. on field number 1. Canyon View will drop down to the 1-loss bracket and will play Manti on field number 2 at 12:30. So you can catch that game right back here in just a few minutes. We'll be back.